And I'm going to do another review of another deck that I use a lot. It's called Mystical Moments, and again, it's one of my favorite decks. I do Marseille, I do the Rider-Waite. The Mystical Moments is interesting in the fact that it's kind of Rider-Waite, as in she used the keywords for the Rider-Waite. She used the descriptions of the Rider-Waite in a sense, but she had never done the tarot before, so it was pretty much taking what she was reading is what I'm getting from this, and then creating the cards based on what she saw. And so it makes it really super interesting in the fact that when I'm doing a reading, it makes me look at things a little bit differently. You know, what is this particular deck trying to say as I'm trying to read it? Since it is a really nice deck for handling, you know, more sensitive subjects. I did the Anima Mundi. I'm doing this one also. Both of these are really good for handling more sensitive subjects. I do read reversals with this one. And it really seems to connect with people. So here I'm going to show you a little bit about it. It gives you a nice book here. She goes through all the cards. She gives an idea and an impression of what she's looking to do with it. So I'm going to give an example here. Let me see here. Where is... let me see. Because there's a really interesting one, and it kind of gave me the epiphany of what she was trying to do. And I believe it was the 7... Here we go. 7 of Swords. Okay? So I want to give you an example of this. So, looking at the 7 of Swords. You can see that it's like a snake made with flowers. And she's holding an egg. There's a couple birds up there, and you see eggs in a nest. So it's really an intriguing picture for the 7 of Swords. If you think about the 7 of Swords with the Rider-Waite, for example, the Rider-Waite is the person who's sneaking out of a camp holding swords like he's trying to get away with something. If you're looking at the Marseille, 7s are about potential, ambition. So when you've got your 7 of Swords with that, you know, it's based upon, you know, which Marseille you're looking at, but you know, it gives you that sense of challenge. And so with this one, the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords shows a woman in a sunny meadow. The woman is a thief who has just stolen 5 eggs from a bird's nest. She sneaks away and leaves 2 eggs behind in the nest. The woman hides her dishonorable heart behind beauty and shallowness. In fact, she is a snake, but she covers her skin with leaves and flowers so that nobody can see her true nature. Upright meaning deception, dishonesty, manipulation, getting away with something, secrets. Reverse meaning honesty, facing the music, exposing the truth, taking responsibilities. So it's a beautiful and intriguing card. And so when I first looked at this card, I'm like, I know what the 7 of Swords is. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. But now I look at the picture, I see that there's the 2 birds up here that she's actually stealing from. I see that the look on her face is actually one that does show the shame of what she's doing. And I found that as a tarot reader, I'm also a writer, a poet, a musician, and I create stories in my head as I'm reading the tarot. We all create our monologue. We all create our stories as we're going through. And so this deck really is just about opening the imagination. What a wonderful deck. I mean, the Lovers. It's like a whole different story. We know what the keywords are for the Lovers. So it's interesting going through the book and seeing what she has to say. But I'm never one particularly for books. Once I get a deck, I create my own meanings to them. I have my own intuition, my own sense. So this deck really strikes my imagination. Two of Wands, Nine of Swords. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a bit of a reading with it, just to give you an idea or a sense of how these cards read for me. And I do reversals with this deck. And since I've been messing around with it, I'm also going to swap them around again. And I'm just going to ask the deck for a story, what I may need to know, what somebody out there may need to know. And just see what story it's going to produce. Okay, so I generally do, when I'm doing a quick reading, I'll do the 3 cards plus 1. So we had 3 that decided to already volunteer, or 2 that volunteered. There's number 3. So we've got the 6 of Pentacles reversed. We've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. And we've got Judgment. So if I'm to read this story here, it's a story about difficulty, maybe accepting help. Maybe there is an illness. Maybe there is some type of something's going on, but not wanting to tell people. And the reason I'm saying that is because we have the 5 of Pentacles. But the 5 of Pentacles is also reversed. Okay, which means that we're coming out of this illness, but we're not sharing what's going on. Keep in mind, sometimes by not letting somebody help you, you're actually sometimes you're taking away an opportunity for them to feel like they're able to do something. So it's unfortunate if this is connecting with somebody that they have something going on and they feel like they can't ask for help. Okay? And then here we have Judgment. So this is the big card right here. So Judgment is about the transformation. Judgment is about moving on to something new. So I'm going to say that with this, what's going on right here so far, that the struggle, the struggle that the person's been going through, that they are going to get a rejuvenation. They're going to be able to come out of it, but they're going to be doing it, the way that it looks right now. What I would suggest to whoever this person is like, be willing to turn the 6 of Pentacles upside down, and maybe let somebody offer you that cup of tea and have that discussion, as you're moving through the situation. Again, it's going to come out positive. And I'm going to throw out one more card as the advice card, which is the Three of Pentacles, which again, it ties pretty much with what I'm saying here is that, you know, I'm looking at this card here and I see 1, 2, 3. I see 3 people here, but they're not talking. Okay? And so going through this by yourself, instead of allowing somebody to help you, the advice here is that the Three of Pentacles is about working together. Threes are about creation. Okay, so I'm going to say that it's these 3 people here that if we can turn these 2 around, then you don't have to be alone. Okay? You're going to get through it, but maybe give somebody the opportunity to be of a service, be of assistance. Let them, you know, let them care for you. And when reading, obviously, and you're creating your own narrative, I'm an intuitive reader. So, you know, things may not go exactly with the keywords that you see, but this is what I'm seeing here. And I think this is just a beautiful looking story of somebody who is afraid to let other people help them. So they're curled up with whatever's going on by themselves until they can finally transform, you know, that illness or whatever's going on. But this Three of Pentacles again is saying you don't have to. Okay, so this is a wonderful deck. Can't recommend it enough. I use it all the time. And again, it is called The Mystical Moments. And it is right here. And I'm going to put this up at my website, MyTarot.org. And I'd appreciate it if you would go there, and if you decide you want to take a look at it on Amazon, you can click on that link and it'll help me. You know, I can get a little bit of a commission. You know, if you liked this video and it helped you. I also take donations, and I also do readings for people, and if you're interested in a reading or anything, you can just contact me. So with that, I want to say thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And here's part 2. Just for the fact that it's like I completely forgot there's a chat stream over there. So let me pull this up so I can see a little bit better. So hello everybody. Okay, so you're asking how to get a reading. If you go to, you can send a email to info@MyTarot. You can also just contact me through the Twitch channel, and I'm going to post this also on Amazon. Yes, and I do have a whole lot of decks. I have probably about close to 80 decks. And hello Unity also. No, I mean, if somebody would like an example of this deck, I would have no problem doing a quick reading. Just to, you know, just to use this deck, just to give an example of it. And again, it's, you know, I'm trying this for the first time. You know, I've created the Twitch channel, but I wanted to get out there more, and it's, you know, I'm also a performer, a musician, and I have just missed actually that human contact. So that's another reason why I've wanted to start doing the videos. So did anybody have any questions or thoughts about this deck? Again, it really is pretty amazing. Thank you. Now if I can just make sure I know what I'm doing. Again, I completely forgot about the chat. So, but what I need to do is I need to go ahead and set up a schedule where I'm actually going to be doing readings, things like that, see how people do it. Because again, I do really miss being out there with people. But times are getting better, that's all I have to say. Yeah. So, with that, I am going to go ahead and sign off because I'm going to go put on a pot of water so I can go make dinner for my little girl. But stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and set up a schedule and let people know, because I also have a friend of mine who's creating a deck. And that's going to be cool, just in the fact that we would sit back with our partners, our significant others, and they would have to sit there and listen to us for an hour debating about the cards, what the cards should be, and everything else. And what we're going to do is that instead of doing that for them, we are going to, he's going to hold off on his questions. We're going to get together on both our channels, and we're going to go through the questions. We're going to go through the debates and stuff like that, because that, for me, is a lot of fun also.